As 2024 draws to a close, it's safe to say this year has been one of the most controversial in gaming history. We've witnessed breathtaking masterpieces like Metaphor and Black Myth, but also massive disappointments such as Concord and Unknown 9. Despite these ups and downs, 2025 is shaping up to be an incredible year for gaming, potentially delivering one of the best lineups we've seen in years. In today's video, we'll dive into the top 10 most anticipated games set to release in 2025. It's important to note that this isn't a ranked list. Instead, it's a collection of titles I'm personally most excited about. The first title on the list is Ghost of Yotei. Coming from the same developers behind Ghost of Tsushima, this alone should be enough to spark excitement. From the moment I saw the trailer, I was captivated by the stunning landscapes of Yotei Island. The environments feel alive and brimming with atmosphere, making it a setting I can't wait to explore. If the combat system is anything like the fast-paced and dynamic action we experienced in Ghost of Tsushima, then I truly believe we're in for another masterpiece set in Japan. However, I don't quite understand the backlash surrounding the game just because the protagonist is a woman. To me, this isn't an issue at all. In fact, I'm eager to see how her story unfolds and experience what promises to be an unforgettable journey. Of course, we can't talk about 2025 without mentioning Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't think there's a single person out there who isn't eagerly awaiting this game. Grand Theft Auto 5 was a global phenomenon that remained relevant for over a decade, and I believe Grand Theft Auto 6 will follow in its footsteps, delivering an experience that will stand the test of time. That said, I do have one complaint. The PC release. It seems we won't be seeing Grand Theft Auto 6 on PC in 2025, with reports suggesting it might take a few more years. This means I'll have to play it on the PS5, even though I would have preferred enjoying it on PC for the best possible experience. Regardless, I'm excited to dive into this long-anticipated sequel and see how it raises the bar for the franchise once again. I'll admit, I've never been a die-hard fan of the Monster Hunter series. I played Monster Hunter World and absolutely loved it. But aside from that, I've only spent a few hours on Monster Hunter Rise and didn't dive much deeper. However, Monster Hunter Wilds has definitely caught my attention. What stands out to me are the stunning graphics and the smoother, more fluid movement system that feels much more intuitive and forgiving. The game promises to create living, breathing habitats where we'll hunt monsters in a more immersive way than ever before. Another exciting addition is the ability to carry two weapon types during hunts. Personally, I'm planning to go with dual blades and a bow. From what I've seen in the trailers, the game looks absolutely spectacular. I can't wait to give it a try and see if it can change my perspective on this legendary series. Monster Hunter Wilds might just turn me into a true fan of the franchise. Death Stranding was a highly divisive game, splitting opinions between those who loved it for its story, breathtaking environments, and unique atmosphere, and others who dismissed it as an Amazon delivery simulator. Personally, I fall into the camp that appreciated the game. I think it's a deeply unique and artistic experience that everyone should at least try for themselves. That's why I'm so hyped for Death Stranding 2. So far, we've seen very little about the game, just enough to intrigue us without revealing much. But that only makes me more eager to learn what's in store. With Hideo Kojima's flair for innovation and storytelling, I can't wait to see how this sequel evolves and expands on the foundation of the original. The anticipation is real, and I'm counting down the days until we get more details and, eventually, the chance to dive back into this strange and hauntingly beautiful world. Avowed is a game that grabbed my attention from the very first trailer. It looks incredibly well crafted, with a strong focus on RPG elements, meaningful choices, and gameplay that reminds me a lot of Skyrim. Originally slated for release this year, it was pushed back to 2025. What excites me most is Obsidian's signature approach to RPGs. Their ability to craft deep, immersive worlds and offer robust role-playing mechanics is second to none. From what we've seen so far, Avowed seems poised to deliver an epic experience filled with exploration, decision-making, and combat that combines magic and melee in thrilling ways. As a fan of Obsidian's work, I'm confident this game will live up to the hype and deliver something truly special. When it comes to Fable, I don't have much to say since I haven't played the previous games in the series. However, I'll admit that the trailers completely captivated me with their stunning landscapes and enchanting settings. This new Fable is shaping up to be a reboot for the franchise, featuring modernized graphics and gameplay that seems to differ significantly from the older titles. Honestly, I'm not too concerned with the discussions around inclusivity and the protagonist. All I care about is enjoying a well-made fantasy game that offers a rich, immersive experience. From what we've seen so far, this Fable looks like it has the potential to deliver exactly that. And I can't wait to explore its magical world firsthand. Now, let's move on to one of the games I'm most excited about, Crimson Desert. It honestly looks too good to be true. I still can't quite believe this game is real. Promising to be an action RPG set in a vast open world, it has already captured my attention in a big way. What truly stands out, though, is the combat. It's fast, fluid, and dynamic, with a level of intensity that makes it seem both thrilling and challenging. From what we've seen, it looks like the kind of game that will demand skill and precision. My only hope is that the developers can optimize it well, so that as many players as possible can enjoy it without technical issues. If they pull that off, Crimson Desert could easily be one of the standout games of 2025. It's definitely high on my list of most anticipated titles, and I can't wait to see if it lives up to the incredible promise it has shown so far. Metal Gear Solid Delta is the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and I've only recently started diving into the Metal Gear series. Now, I completely understand why it's so highly praised by fans. The storytelling, the complex characters, and the gameplay have all earned its place as one of the greatest franchises in gaming history. Of course, I'm excited to play this remake, especially given how impressive it looks. The graphics seem to be getting a major upgrade, but I also believe the original games still have their charm. There's something timeless about them, and they hold up incredibly well even today. That said, the Metal Gear series has always been about more than just graphics. It's a full experience. The strategic gameplay, the deep narrative, and the unforgettable moments are all reasons why Metal Gear is a must-play. Another game I'm really looking forward to is Phantom Blade Zero. As a huge fan of games like Sekiro and Nioh, this title immediately caught my attention. From the trailers, it's clear that this game will offer a deep combat system, allowing players to wield different weapons, each with its own unique fighting style. It looks incredibly challenging and fast-paced, with combat that seems to revolve heavily around parrying and dodging, two mechanics I absolutely love. The artistic style is stunning, and the enemy designs are both creative and captivating, making the world feel rich and alive. All of this combines to make Phantom Blade Zero one of my most anticipated games of 2025. If it delivers on the promise of intense, skill-based combat and a visually immersive world, I'm sure it will be an unforgettable experience. Finally, we have Assassin's Creed Shadow, one of the most controversial games in the series, and possibly Ubisoft's last chance if things don't go well. I'll admit, I'm not one of those who dislikes the RPG trilogy of the series, even though my personal favorite remains Unity. I absolutely love the parkour mechanics in that game. Shadow is set to be an RPG, much like Odyssey and Valhalla, and while the idea doesn't excite me that much, mainly because Ubisoft tends to fill these games with unnecessary missions and content, there are some interesting aspects that still have me intrigued. One of the things I like is the ability to choose between two protagonists. I'll definitely be playing as the female character, hoping for a more stealth-focused approach to gameplay. The hope is that Shadow can breathe new life into the Assassin's Creed series, bringing back some of the magic of earlier games, while still offering something fresh. If Ubisoft can strike the right balance between RPG elements and the core mechanics that made the franchise so beloved, Shadow might just surprise us. And those are the games I'm most excited about for 2025. Let me know in the comments which ones you're looking forward to and which ones you plan to play. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.